everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulous help. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? Oh, you both are so too sweet. Thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. There you go. Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl? This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, starved. I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle any raw meat. And I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry, a resonance message from a poet to the reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspective with our most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Do I have to read? Okay. Teardrops in the spring, can you hear me sing? La 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 dee dee dee. What was that? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for right now, thanks. Jeannie and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy and everyone was leaving the dining car? Oh, sure. It's simple. We just explained to Amy actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on the cup at the saloon. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came in and locked the door. Shadow walked through the library car and the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing game. I got so engrossed by rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. Then Vector came back and we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelf falling on us, but we got through it all right. We set a trap here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What were we looking for in any evidence that proves that they were saying the truth? So, the two of you don't believe us, huh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the fidelity of your alibis. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car? To visit Knuckles. We're prepared to present evidence to see if need. That's easy. I got bored. What? Plus, we were instructed to mingle. Remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so figured we'd go check it out. You said you immediately started reading, but where were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? What if it's embarrassing? What kind of thing do you think I read? If you won't talk, I'll have to hunt. I have a hunch on that. What the book might be was the only book I got. A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? There are books scattered all over around the floor, sure, but the remaining books are on the shelves where they're all alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Jeannie, if you don't... Okay. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keep of the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes after. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Now, did I pass your little test? Did I say no just to mess with them? No, I hate to say it, but no. Haha, just good for you passed. I completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and gaped, said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Did he just rhyme a curse at me? You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occasion does sound a bit suspicious, even if it's true. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back it up. Jeannie? Huh? He always puts this on me. The shadow? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what is this has to do with anything? Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers. Espio said he saw Shadow entering the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had walked back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's obviously no way Espio and Shadow didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. It was a simple slip up. I was just fully enamored in my book that didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of a door opening and locking couldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see... So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock up all the doors, then at that moment you were really in the library. Were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors, and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. Espio, if you were there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. I'm drawing Tails. Nope, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll just let him continue this line of questioning and... Jeannie, my favorite and beloved employee. Please. They guilt-tripped me. Protect the passengers on board this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow Such an old, feeble soul gets sued. Ah, you guilt-tripping. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can't answer all your problems. Alright. My fellow associate, lay it on me. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another in a straight path. If Shadow walked down his path, there's no way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have a point. Point out where exactly on the map you meet. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from the spot because a bookcase was in the way. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping desperate, telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.